This world is not my home. I'm just a pilgrim passing on. Though the road that I travel always has little comfort zones, they're just some rest stops on the way, not a permanent place to stay. But while we are trekking, we're supposed to be getting someone to take along the way.
Hi, Patty. And do you ride a motorcycle?
Do you like the wind in your face?
Do you want to make a real difference in this world for Jesus Christ?
We've started the new amazing outreach ministry, the United Methodist Motorcycle Association, or the UMMA.
It's an association of riders and their friends from all around Oklahoma that come together to ride. There's over 570 active Methodist churches here in Oklahoma alone. And if we had one rider from half those churches, our procession would stretch over 2 miles. Imagine if all 50 states would get involved.
It's a wonderful way to take the church outside the 4 walls to reach the world.
My wife wanted to go 1,000,000 miles for Christ, spreading the gospel, but we didn't know how. Patty's got MS and is unable to walk. But God gave us a vision.
First and foremost, the next story is one about the choices that life gives us. It begins with a diagnosis of multiple sclerosis.
As Rick Wells shows us, there's also a powerful love story at work here, and something unorthodox sounding: hog therapy, the 2-wheeled kind.
And that's what we take with us all across the land.
Eddie Gill's getting his wife Patty's walker out of the car. She needs a walker because she has multiple sclerosis.
I'm on long-term disability with Roche.
She was a pharmaceutical rep for more than a dozen years. In a way, MS has stolen her identity. Eddie was concerned with her health and happiness. He arranged a weekend on horseback. Heard it was great therapy.
I seen a little neat bed and breakfast in Henrietta.
Well, it wasn't. The horseback riding and the experience wore her down rather than energize her like he'd hoped.
I know what I'll do. I'll buy a hog. And she looked at me and said,
You're not getting me on a pig.
No, not a pig hog. One of these.
I can't get her off of it now.
They've traveled all over on it. They've been to Sturgis 3 times. They've ridden through the mountains, been to Florida. In New Orleans, the hog wasn't handy, so piggyback ride did the trick.
Is that the garden district? Yeah, and the...
Yeah, he gives me piggyback rides when I am having a bad day and couldn't walk.
He laughs and calls himself the other hog. So that's what they do. He puts the walker on the back of the bike, and they take off. She hasn't let MS steal her spirit. Life's given her a choice, and she says she's chosen to be happy.
Living my life like I never thought I would.
She says there's a freedom on the back of that bike she can't get anywhere else.
I just call it hog therapy.
Hog therapy. Rick Wells, News on 6.
I may not be able to walk, but I can always ride.
Our first motorcycle rally will be held at the Fin and Feather Resort at Lake Tenkiller in April. You know, there will be live music, there will be special guest speakers. We're so excited about this. The money raised from this ride will go to send handicapped and disabled kids to Camp Egan for camp this summer. So tell all your friends. We're also raising money to go to South Dakota, Sturgis, South Dakota, this year for the motorcycle rally. Hey, it attracts over 500,000 riders from across the globe. We want to pass out 46,000 bottles of water with a cross and the flame symbol on the label, letting people know about Jesus Christ and our amazing Methodist denomination. Hey, I think we'll call it the Ride to Emmaus.
But you don't have to wait till our first function in April. You can become involved by going to the UMMA equals United Methodist Motorcycle Association Facebook page, like and friend us, and we can start corresponding immediately. There's also a list of events on this page, and if you don't have a bike and you'd like to be involved, you can become a financial supporter by going to our website, www.millionmiles4christ.com, and become a financial supporter on the support page. We could really use your help.
We really could. We go to where Jesus would go to reach the people where they are. John Wesley once said that the world is our parish. So let's mount our iron horses, go into the world, and tell people about Jesus.
We are certified lay speakers, and we would love the opportunity to come to your church and share what God is doing and has done through this wonderful ministry.
Amen.